Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. As we continue our coverage of the Bank of Industry's cluster funding approach to supporting the real sector of the Nigerian economy, we shift focus to the furniture and foam manufacturing subsectors. Today, we'll take another look at an earlier edition just before the COVID-19 lockdown that focuses on 3 furniture companies and a foam and mattress manufacturing company that have enjoyed BOI support. Wood et al., a fully indigenous integrated wood production company, grew from an initial 28,000 naira contract 15 years ago to one that can now boast of a 1 billion naira yearly turnover furniture business as a result of different layers of support from the BOI. Now, resulting from the Bank of Industry's timely intervention, IO Furniture has developed capacity and competence to produce interior design, installation, internal flow and space planning products and services for homes, offices, hotels, and even restaurants with world-class excellence from its base in Ilupeju, Lagos. GU Epico began making furniture locally back in 2013 with BOI's intervention. Now, the company has developed top-of-the-industry capacity for kitchen, home, and office furniture, satisfying millions of its clients across the country. Also, Hera Foam Limited is the story of brothers who started out trading in foams and mattresses in Nasarawa State. Today, they have become leading local manufacturers of the products, generating hundreds of direct and indirect jobs across the north-central region, all because BOI came to the rescue. I'm Ayotunde Balogun, and welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Back in 2002, the owner of Wood et al. Saw a furniture deficit in an emerging mega city, Nigeria's federal capital, Abuja, and threw his hat in the ring. That singular decision has become a mega money spinner today.
You're welcome into the factory slaughterhouse where we slaughter everything and make it palatable to you customers at the end of the day. Some of these materials that you have, just like the ones I showed you outside, the MFC buds, we strictly use MFC, no MDF. The reason why we don't use MDF is because of the fact that the moisture content gets so much into the MDF. But the MFC is it doesn't take those moisture content and is scratch proof. And it lasts a long time because of the scratch proof qualities. This is a beam saw. The function of the beam saw is to cut all the buds to different dimensions. They load it on the computer with different sizes, just like it's doing, and then when it's ready to cut them, it's programmed with all the dimensions that it requires, and it presses the play. Once it presses the play, the bud goes into the machine, cuts it to the dimension that the operator has requested, and the machine sends it back to us. This is also a saw, but it is not automatically operated like the beam saw. You have to control it manually. This machine is the edge binder. It is basically used to bind the edge of all the open edges for every piece of furniture that we make. It's very important that you notice that all the brand of our equipment are the same. This is what Bank of Industry has been able to let us attain.
After having seen the production line, we later caught up with the Wood et al. MD at the company's showroom within Abuja. It was another exciting experience. How did you start? How many people did you start with?
We started as an unregistered company, naturally. And I had 2 main carpenters and 3 ancillary carpenters. Then I had 1 bookkeeper. But the fun was, then we could only afford to rent a house. So we rented a 3-bedroom house. I had the ensuite room to myself. The 2 carpenters had 1 room. The bookkeeper had 1 room. And the living room was the office and the store. That was it.
Now, the facility that you have from the Bank of Industry was for expansion. At what point did you realize that this expansion was necessary?
I was exhausted all I could do with myself and the finance I made. So the next thing was to approach the Bank of Industry. And thanks to the management then and the management now, I had bottlenecks. The usual issue of loans in Nigeria will always come in place. You need collateral, you need this. And we were just about like a startup. We hadn't built our company to that extent. And we couldn't access the loan. It was granted. We couldn't access it because we didn't have some of the prerequisites.
Once we arrived at the IO Furniture office, we were received by the technical director, Adriano Mauro.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so good to be here. Such a lovely place.
After a brief chat, we head first to the production plant where everything is carefully and artfully put together.
Let's introduce you to our production plant. All our products are starts to be produced from this boards. Then basically this is our bank. Then we have 2 different kind of panels that could be 18 and 30 mm. And from that kind of thickness, that kind of size of panels, we can start to produce whatever you want. What we saw before is what we have in our store that represents our raw material, where we have a stock of chipboard of different sizes and different thickness. Now, we can see what happened inside the production. The panels are going to be loaded inside production according to the request of the cutting list that technical have produced. And the panels are moved on the cutting machine that, according to the program that we have loaded on the computer, is able to section the different sizes of the panel.
After we left the production plant, Adriano takes me into the showroom to see the wide range of exquisite pieces of furniture on display, all made here in Nigeria but of global standards. After having seen both the showroom and the production plant, it was then time to meet the lady of the house, CEO and founder of IO Furniture Limited, Mrs. Muni Shonibare. She begins with how she came to delve into furniture manufacturing.
IO Furniture was established in 1987, primarily as an interior design company first, as I trained as an interior designer. About 10 years after I started that, we decided to include or start manufacturing because we found it extremely difficult to identify furniture manufacturing companies in Nigeria.
So how did she hear about the Bank of Industry?
We actually heard, I've always known of the existence of the Bank of Industry because in an industry such as ours, financing and funding is key, is vital, of course. So you try and explore all of your possibilities and options. It wasn't an industry we approached right away for the very simple reason that the very first time we attempted to approach them, their requirements were not very clear-cut and were quite stringent.
What was her own experience in securing funding from the Bank of Industry?
The Bank of Industry have been extremely supportive, and they actually do try to guide you as to what sort of documentation is required and the processes you need to adhere to qualify for the loan. They came to visit us, visit the premises first, assess our requirements, and then they begin to make sure that they go through the process.
What impact did all those have on their output?
Oh, it grew our capacity by 30–40% because we started to get into a conveyor belt process. It just made everything and our capacity faster, more precise. Quality control became a lot easier. So phasing the work became a lot easier and faster.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
This is GU Epico, an end-to-end furniture solutions company with its factory located at the Idu Industrial Area, Abuja. Fully owned and managed by Nigerians, GU Epico from this facility produces a wide range of top-of-the-menu, well-tailored and tastefully designed furniture for Nigeria's upper and middle class. This is a one-stop shop for all kinds of tastes in kitchen, home or office furniture, regardless of the scale. Their clientele spans the home, hotel, restaurants, estate, and the larger construction industry. After a brief tour of the factory to see their operation and some of the equipment they have acquired through the BOI intervention, I sat down with the admin manager of GU Epico, Mr. Chijoke Uzomba, who tells me about the company's journey to being the market leader in furniture manufacturing and the role of the Bank of Industry in that exploit.
GU Epico is a dream of one man. One man actually had a dream to build an institution or an organization that guarantees less unemployed people. His dream is just to, the founder's dream is just to ensure that a lot of people are employed. Well, the dream couldn't just be a dream without a story. The dream and the drive pushed him into building the first structure which we had in 2012. It was actually launched October 2012. October 12, 2012. That's when we launched the first facility that manufactured customized furniture. So the story of GU Epico has been there for the past 15 years.
You've obviously been in business way before the Bank of Industry came into the picture. What's the story?
The Bank of Industry fund intervention was actually a hurdle at first, I will be sincere to you, because the commercial banks, you know, the way the loan is designed in a way that you will be introduced by a commercial bank, which is going to hold give you a guarantee for the business. So from our inception in 2012, we started, because of the dream, we put it in paper. You know, before you go to the Bank of Industry, you need to come up with a business plan. So when they went through our business plan, they approved our loan immediately. Without even, they were very convinced with what we had on paper. But you know, securing the guarantee took a while. We had a couple of commercial banks and all ups and downs and all that. But successfully, before the Bank of Industry, we were tight on cash, we were tight on resources before the BOI intervention. But we thank God, immediately we got the intervention, just prior to the intervention, we were able to expand. So at the moment, we have double our former capacity in terms of human capital, in terms of machines, in terms of raw materials. So the intervention was a good development for us.
Even though one could argue that Nigeria's furniture industry is growing steadily, it still falls terribly short of global standards in that it depends largely on imports for raw materials. The challenges notwithstanding, the Bank of Industry continues to support the furniture industry. Mrs. Ogo Akabogu is the manager of BOI's Federal Capital Territory operation. Her burst of excitement whilst discussing the bank's rationale for supporting GU Epico speaks volumes of BOI's belief in the prosperous future that awaits the company.
It makes me excited. It reaffirms our faith in this economy and in the entrepreneurs that are Nigerians. Most people don't have faith in them, but BOI believes in them, and that's why we continually will support them. GU Epico is in this business to win. It's in this business to change the narrative of Buy Nigeria. And if you visit their factory, you will see exactly what we are talking about. And I see them taking over this market. Who knows? They may become the furniture that every Nigerian will want to buy someday.
This is Hera Foam and Chemical Limited, Nasarawa State. From here, 1,000 standard mattresses are produced every day. And that's besides tons of foams, pillows and other furnishing materials distributed across the entire north-central region and further out across the country. Before turning to manufacturing, Hera Foam was incorporated in June 2005 as a trading company, a partnership between 5 blood brothers. The Ugu brothers sharpened their trading skills and grew consistently over the years until they pioneered the depot system in the local foam distribution business. Despite their very minimal educational exposure, the brothers kept an eye on the technical side of the trade, and through sheer determination and hard work, they acquired requisite hands-on experience in foam manufacturing. Today, they are proud to own their own foam production enterprise. Even though they started small, Hera Foam has grown to become a leading contender in the local foam industry, many thanks to the Bank of Industry. Cosmos Ugu, the eldest of the five, is chairman of the company. He tells me the Bank of Industry's intervention enhanced their operation by a whopping 75%.
When we started, we didn't start like this. We started very, very small at a level of box foaming. But when the things start going, the Bank of Industry came in. It was when something started, we started box foaming like 3 years. Then we now got the money to buy the continuous foaming machine you saw. The continuous foaming machine, after we bought the continuous foaming machine, the Bank of Industry came in. And that's how we boosted everything.
Did you go to the Bank of Industry, or did the Bank of Industry come to you?
A commercial bank came in and told us that, yes, there is something like Bank of Industry. Because when they come in here, when they came in, they thought, they were thinking that we are a small business. And when they saw us, they said, oh, no, this is above the commercial bank, that they are going to take us to the Bank of Industry. That's how they introduced us to the Bank of Industry. Before we know it, it is happening. My biggest need was equipment. Because from the box foaming, we went to continuous foaming. When we went to continuous foaming, there was need for us to buy bigger equipment and faster equipment. That's what I prayed for them, and they granted it. The loan is 9%, and we have 1 year moratorium. After 1 year, you start paying the interest and the capital, and it's spread to 6 years. After 1 year, the remaining 5 years is what you use to pay both interest and the principal.
John Ugu is the managing director of Hera Foam. He is also in charge of operations.
What kept us together is not the brotherhood, but is the challenge defeating the Asian Tigers. The Asian Tigers, they are a group of people who came together for a common purpose. So this brought us together. We joined hands, we joined forces to fight, to create a common market. Previously, I never believed, if somebody tell me BOI or Bank of Industry that it works, I never believe it is. But assessing the loan, seeing it being reality, a high transformation in my life, in the life of my family, in the life of every worker of Hera Foam, I think it's a good one. And I need to praise BOI for doing a good work, and we all need to cooperate together to see how they do more good work.
These are just a few of the hundreds of companies in the furniture industry that the Bank of Industry has supported. This speaks volumes of the robust impact of the bank's support for the sector. Whether you are in manufacturing, agriculture, mining, construction, information technology, IT, or the creative industry, the Bank of Industry remains your go-to partner in progress. Visit any of the bank's branches closest to you today and find out what opportunities await you. Otherwise, log on to their website at boi.ng. With the Bank of Industry, you can apply for loans online. Just download the BOI SME Loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. Our previous editions of the program are available on youtube.com. All you have to do is type BOI Weekly in the search area. That's our package for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. And bye for now.